TV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
Well, welcome back, beautiful people. You are still tuned into Ekse right here on channel 263 on your mother's television. As you all know, today on the show, we are discussing and we're talking about really exciting stuff. So head on over to our social media platforms. Facebook, we are Ekse Live. Twitter and Instagram, it is Ekse_Live. Give us that phone call, 021-448-0448. Right now, though, we are joined by Emma, who will be telling us more about the African Ignited Fourth Industrial Revolution. Emma, thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling today?
I'm very good, thank you. It's nice to be here. And by the way, it's
Great.
African Youth Ignited.
African Youth Ignited.
That's it.
Guys, African Youth Ignited.
Yeah.
Speaking of African Youth Ignited, so just tell the people at home what your role in the African United Youth Ignited company is.
Yeah, so I'm the founder of the non-profit company that Natasha talked about. So basically we do, we offer a fourth industrial revolution skills to the 7 to 16-year-old kids, and we actually focusing on play. We want kids to enjoy being kids by playing, only that is more of a structural, a structured play, in a sense that they're developing 21st century skills with coding and robotics. So we know with Corona, most kids were not able to have the privilege of playing. I mean, some of us come from small homes where there's no garden or somewhere to play. So if you think of the lockdown last year, we had about 5 weeks where kids were not going to school. So the only opportunity that kids have to have some time to exercise during PT, they didn't have that. So you know, they're all confined at home. And if the kids think of playing, is to run to the couch with the TV remote and watch cartoons, or some kids have phones, they'll be going on the phone and playing games. So our kids has turned more into consumerism way of living, as opposed to becoming creative. And which is what we want to bring back playing back to the kids, because it's quite essential for their development.
So would you say, Emma, that was what ignited or sparked your want to start this organization?
It's a little bit more than that, because I've got kids. I've got 2 kids, and they started robotics at the age of 7 and 10, which is back in 2015 when we founded Kids Innovate Africa, which is a private company that works alongside the NPO.
Yes.
Yeah. So just seeing the magic, the beautiful spark in the kids' eyes when they construct something, you know, from Lego pieces, and they construct something that becomes a robot, obviously, and then program it, and it does all the missions or all the activities that they want it to do. It's just brilliant. It shows again what Natasha said earlier, that we believe that intelligence is inborn in every child.
Yes, yes. And you know, the kids can be excited that, you know, I want to join, I want to be here, but the parents could be a hindrance. Has that been the issue?
Yes, it has. I mean, as you know, that COVID-19 has affected quite a lot of us in terms of employment. Some people obviously were out of jobs, and some people had to take salary cuts. So although kids have enthusiasm and interest in doing robotics, it's not always possible for parents to afford or to pay. But more than that, parents also need to be educated about the field of robotics, the potential that it can bring to their children. And just to add to that, we have a free program, I think Natasha talked about, that runs at the American Corner in the city inside the Central Library. So that's completely for free. And we run it with kids like Ethan and Jaden and a few others at home. Yeah.
And if we look at African Youth Ignited in 5 years' time to come, where do you see it? What is the vision for that?
I'm happy you asked. Yeah. So the idea is we want to have an innovation center.
Right.
An innovation center where kids can just come and design and build things. You know, we want to go beyond robotics and coding. We want to have 3D design thinking, 3D printing. We want to make sure that our kids can participate in the global economy with the skills that they learn from a young age.
And, you know, our audiences at home probably didn't catch Snala when he was talking to Natasha. But if there's a kid out there, if there's a parent out there that would really love their kids to join this organization, how do they go about doing that?
We want as many kids as possible
Yes.
to come on board. So we have a fantastic holiday program that's coming up now when the schools
Yes,
close.
yes.
So it starts from the 24th all the way up to the 30th of April. So it's going to run from M&M Music Academy in Sunningdale next to the Table Bay Mall. So the parents can go to our website, kidsinnovateafrica.com, and register. Like Natasha said, it's as cheap as 190 for a 90-minute session of robotics. So we really want to have lots of kids enrolling. Yeah.
Just tell us the website that they can visit so that they can come.
Yeah, it's called www.kidsinnovateafrica.com. So those are the paid lessons, and www.africanyouthignited.org is for the free lessons.
Amazing, amazing. I'm excited. I mean, so is there an age that it ends at? 'Cause I wanna join.
Unfortunately for you, well, you can always come on board as a mentor or
Okay.
a coach to our learners. But yeah, the age, as Natasha said, is between the age of 7 and 16 years old. But you know, you're more than welcome to join us as a coach.
Exciting, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us, Emma. It was really great chatting to you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Amazing. Beautiful people. As you all know, that was robotics, coding, and everything. But also something that is exciting is what's happening at UWC. So if you're sitting at home and you're like, I have this talent, but I don't know what to do with it, well, season 7 of Your Talent is coming through at UWC. So make sure that you're heading over to their social media platforms and share videos of your talent. If you can sing, if you can present, if you can dance, if you can rap, whatever it is that you can do that you know is a talent, heading over to UWC social media platforms and share with them. Who knows? You might be doing some great stuff.
Well, I must say, that sounds incredible. Right about now, I'm joined by a 10-year-old Jaden, who has created an earthquake simulator. Who have ever thought 10-year-olds could do this incredible work, especially when it comes to earthquake? Jaden, welcome to our show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We are happy to have you here. Can I tell you something? You are one of the coolest girls I've ever met, because you are into science, technology, and engineering, and most of the time it's all about boys, but you're like, I'm gonna beat those boys up. Thank you so much for doing it. So let's talk about the earthquake that happened last year in November. What do you know about it?
Not really nothing because I was
Yeah.
sleeping through.
Oh my God, you were sleeping through. You and I totally did the same thing. I was sleeping throughout it. I heard about it the following day. Like, really did it happen? But let's talk about, why are you interested in earthquakes?
I'm interested in earthquakes because they are kind of cool, because they like have the power to like stop like buildings continuing there. And then like I also like earthquakes because you can know how much power the earth has and how much power that you can measure, and then you can search.
Yeah,
up.
you have created something incredible for us. I've never thought a 10-year-old could do this, but it seems like the 4th Industrial Revolution is doing the most, guys. 10-year-olds are doing the most. Tell us about what you've created for us. Earthquake simulator. What is that?
An earthquake simulator is what you code up. So it measures the earthquake's power, and then you code it and download it into the machine.
Yeah.
What connects to it, and then downloads in the data. And right over here,
Yep.
as you can see, this is like an EV3 block, but it's not really looking like it.
Yeah.
And so it goes in there, and you press the play button right over here, and then it does the code you have put in it, and then it starts doing it like that.
All right. I feel like I'm on Mars already.
And yeah, it starts doing that.
Yeah.
And you see here I have 3 houses.
Okay.
This is a 2-story, and this is a 5-story, and this is, I think, a 2-story too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with these
Okay.
2. We also use these houses because then we can help engineers and house designers make stronger houses. So press the play button.
Okay. Oh my God. So how long did it take you to come up with this idea? Or did you just slept and dreamt about it and you woke up the following day and you were like,
I actually researched.
you actually researched it?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have much time to actually take a look and talk all about this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more.
CTV family.